Okay, now, I'm going to explain now the miracle about the pigs and the possessed man, who got the possessed man to get all his demons into the pigs and into the water, alright? So, you have a man, right? He's abused all his life, the same as millions of people who are imprisoned in psychiatric prisons worldwide today. And they're stigmatised as insane, just like he was. But the thing is, there's no insanity. There is only confusion, sorrow, and despair because of abuse and lies. So, in order to break the spell that society had on the man, this is what happened, right? When I ordered the demons to leave, the spaceship that was up above, it emitted a very high-pitched sound, a sound which humans can't hear, but pigs can hear. So, the only way that the pigs could escape the piercing sound was to go into the water, which they knew instinctively. There we have it, the illusion was reversed, and the abused man's stigma was removed. I know it says that the pigs died in the water, but that was just the assumption of the people in the area. What actually happened was the pigs stayed under the water, right, until the sound stopped. They went down shore, drifted along, then got back onto land, where they were, free, happy as ever.
Hold on. 1 minute. Hmm. Uh, ah, I see. Hello. Mr. and Mrs. Unsuspecting pushover. I check your baby. Now it's now 3 years of age. I give it good, thorough check. I look at your baby. Now I have no test or science, but I know what the problem is. Yes, your baby is mentally ill. Yeah, yes. But I have tablets. I can give it. It'll be fine. Now, before you mentioned to me some concerns, you thought maybe your baby was lacking from strong, firm, structured discipline. No, this is not the problem. No, you're good. You're doing fine. No, no. And you also mentioned concerns maybe that your baby was maybe confused and disorientated because it was in touch with inappropriate sexual images at an inappropriate age. And his conversation and communication was limited with yourselves and your family. Because you are interested in your own pursuits of money, sexuality, and porn yourselves. No, you're doing fine. No, this is not the problem. No, it's your baby. It's mentally ill. Yes. It's a genetic thing, you know. Yes. Now, I've got no proof of this, but I'm right. You can see this? I am a psychiatrist. So, of course, I am right. Now, I am supreme in judging people. Even God isn't as good at judging people as me, you know. But don't be alarmed. Your baby will be okay. I'll give it chemicals. It'll be fine. All this overactive activity in the brain, we'll put a stop to that. We'll basically shut it down and make it shrink. Now your child will grow up slightly smaller than the average person, but it will be easy to reprimand and control. Yes, it's fine, it's all good. But now, maybe, your baby might feel sick, nauseous, dizzy, depressed, lost. It may even kill itself. But don't cry, don't worry, no. You can have more sex and you can have more and more babies. That's all good, don't worry. No. So now I'm going to talk about specific people, what we call visionaries, who experience the spiritual world.
Right, enough of that. You get the point though. Now, down to serious stuff. The spirit world is real, even though few up until now accessed it. Psychiatry, however, has tried to kill and silence the many visionaries and conduits who do so by saying these people are sick. Psychiatry has killed many spiritual leaders and geniuses of love, or saints, by saying they are deluded. Rastafarians, God's last chosen prophets, know too well the evil that is within psychiatry. And for those whose abuse has led to them experiencing spiritual interference via psychosis, which is the brain going through dynamic restructuring to correct the damage done by abuse. Psychiatry asserts that this natural process is sickness needing brain mutilation, when in fact, while this process is sometimes dangerous when it is panicked and erratic, it can sometimes benefit from restraint through loving human touch in conjunction with dialogue. The truth is, however, chemical restraint by poisoning, brain incision, and giving electric shocks is barbaric fascism. The reality is, psychiatric systems and prisons are disproportionately populated by the oppressed, the abused, ethnic minorities, and women. That is, those who rebel against or who are confused and distressed by society's injustices. Society often portrays these people as dangerous psychopaths. This is lies. It is more often the drugs and the persecution which create psychopathic behaviour. Now, while Nazi psychiatrists like Dr. Mengele are seen as figures from a bygone age, famous for many horrific practices in places like Auschwitz, including putting chemicals into the brains of Jews, blacks, deaf people, etc., to try and, inverted commas, correct them. The reality is, it's no a bygone era. Fascist psychiatry is still here. It's still doing it, just without the swastikas. I warn you, end it now. And remember, many Nazis genuinely believed that their actions were for the greater good. Psychiatry is the same. And this fascism is driven by the Nazis running the drug companies who lie, cheat, and target the vulnerable. I attach little blame to the young, fresh graduates in psychiatry who have been indoctrinated and brainwashed by lies, false studies, and perverted results within scientific research. But those who have indulged have profited for years on others' misery and persecution, indignant and indifferent to others' suffering and death, promoting their own self-righteous motives as, inverted commas, care. I urge you, I warn you, stop and beg for forgiveness from God now, before it's too late.
Free your soul. 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 Free your soul.
Here I go again with that no justice, no peace shit. Nigger, what do you call yourself inciting? Nothing, master, I'm just writing. All the while plotting some break free shit. Inspiring my clique to act shit. Taking a long, deep, hard look at what's really going on shit. Cause it ain't okay that from hood to hood there's murder, drugs, depression, and invisible fence that some of us think we can't climb shit. Little girl, we all know that shit. Then why do I sometimes feel like I'm the only one left that still gives a shit? Could it be you too busy trying to get yours to still be so angry about what you think is some old shit? Cause this is some right now shit that your black ass must be trying to suppress to impress some cracker shit. Yes, here I go again with that no justice, no peace shit. Not undercover, but on the surface in your face, we some soldier shit. Armed with a pen, some paper, and a platform to say some the enemy must be out they ever-loving mind shit. No, this ain't no I hate white folk shit. This is some everybody. Black, white, yellow, green. Go into your soul and cast out the spirit of the oppressor shit. Make way, cause it's our turn shit. In this day and age, I can't believe what I'm seeing shit. Fuck that, I don't want anyone to feel threatened, so I better watch what I say shit. No, cause the heart of the people is broken. It can't be mended. It was some unforgivable ass bullshit. This ain't no racist form shit. This is some truth shit that's probably gonna hurt a bit, but so did that chains and whip shit. Yes, here I go again with that no justice, no peace shit. Now, there's somebody somewhere that can't feel me, cause they on that who does this bitch think she is shit. Just so you know, I'm Corey R. Taylor and I'm taking it upon myself to represent the conscious people. You oblivious ass slave that's afraid to be free. I'm on some join me, help me, teach me something new or get up out my way shit. Cause I'm tired of hearing that black folks need to get up off they ass shit. Stop banging, drugging, fucking, and then blaming the man shit. Are you kidding me? You kidding me, right? Cause that's some breaking both of a man's legs and telling them to get up and walk shit. That's some holding man's head underwater and telling them to breathe at the same time shit. That's some put a blindfold on a child and then ask him why he can't see nothing like it's his fault shit. That's some shoot a man in his head then give him an aspirin and telling him to walk it off shit. That's some all we did was spend centuries keeping you in fear of ever thinking, wishing, hoping, praying, communicating, learning, wanting, seeing, knowing, believing, feeling, loving, teaching, doing anything but work for free or die shit, then ask us what's wrong with our community shit. This is some do y'all hear me shit. Come back to the beginning, post up, and don't move till somebody gets to correcting the shit. That's some Barack Obama ain't got enough experience. We better let the white folks handle that. That's all I hear you saying, nigga shit. This ain't no just a phase shit. This ain't no new shit. This is some, I've been feeling like this since the second grade when they bused me to that white school and I didn't have the vocabulary to articulate it, but they just didn't treat me the same, so what's wrong with me shit? I know the oppressor. And in case there's a child out there that don't know, that's those with the money and the power in secret get down on their knees and pray we don't come together and rise up shit. This ain't no violent shit. This is some empower every child with the truth. Only then can they begin to be free shit. This ain't no commie anti-America shit. This is some brainwashing me to believe these problems don't exist anymore shit. Stabbed me in my back yesterday, then asked me why I don't trust you today shit. This is some no justice, no peace shit. This is some you ain't got no business feeling any other way than this shit. This is some it's okay to get yours, but you better come back and help someone climb up over that invisible fence shit. This is some you only as strong as your weakest link, so look in the ghetto and tell me how strong and successful you feel now shit. This ain't no anti-government militia shit. This is some stop sugarcoating and skimming over it in our children's history book shit. This ain't no kill all the pigs shit. This is some if I hear that we don't need affirmative action anymore because it's an even playing field one more time, I'ma collapse and die shit. This ain't another one of my angry black poems and shit. This is some that's what's up shit.
Free your soul. 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 Free your soul.
Now, if you like scientific perspective on things, psychiatry has no science. It's all theory. There's mountains of books and literature, but it's all theory. There is no science. Schizophrenia, bipolar, ADHD, OCD, even autism, none of them have any clinical tests because they don't exist in science. They are behaviours. There are no diseases. They are emotional responses to lies, to abuse, to stress and distress, and sometimes genius, sometimes poor nutrition and toxins. So that's the scientific perspective. For those fond of religion, here's the religious perspective. The devil himself, the king of lies, has a church on earth, and the name of the devil's church is psychiatry. The name of his ministers, which inject the serpentine, venomous neurotoxins into his victims, are psychiatrists who have fooled and killed millions. Some, through their own naiveness, or being stupid and being easily brainwashed themselves, or easily won over by money. I tell you, if you are involved in psychiatry, leave it now. Keep yourselves, your loved ones, and your children well away from psychiatry. Let no one take another person's God-given free will away. Remember, Psychology and dialogue, that's good. That will bring healing. Psychiatry is evil. Now, because the lies, the propaganda enshrined in the faith of the devil have become so powerful, I'm just going to clarify a little more. Now, all psychiatric drugs are snake venom analogues. They're neurotoxins which cause the brain to dysfunction by blocking neurotransmission to render the victim manageable or emotionless or numb. They have no positive effect on health other than placebo at best in the short time for those who believe that drugs can cure emotional distress. They cause addiction, they cause, prolong, and magnify emotional distress. Now, this thing, chemical imbalance as a cause of mental illness, is a lie. There is no scientific evidence to support this theory. No clinical test in any mental hospital in the world. It's simply a lie peddled by drug dealers to peddle neurotoxins, force them on people, vulnerable people, adults, children, to render them manageable. All mental health laws which permit any human the right to take away the free will of another by forcing brain disabling procedures break all the articles of human rights enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. All such mental health laws which deny the individual the right to say no to brain mutilation are, in effect, even by man's standards, illegal. Psychiatric theory, it denies the existence of a soul, it ignores human experience, and takes away God-given free will. Psychiatry is rooted in the same ideology which drove Hitler's Nazi philosophy of superhuman, subhuman. It has no scientific validity. None. Psychiatry kills more people by suicide and psychotic-induced drugs, induced comas, strokes, heart attacks. Every year more are killed by this than are killed in war. It inflicts brain damage on people who've lived good lives, old people, all generations, right down to children as young as 1 and now even under 1, claiming that these brains are disordered despite having no clinical evidence to support such claims. As the great prophet Bob Marley stated, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. If you have people in distress, provide them with love, fresh air, nutrition, rest, dialogue, exercise, and hope. A&E, one love.
Hello, Georgie boy. I'm God. Now you can't see me, but I want to tell you to do something. Now I want you to kill and lie and kill and lie and kill and lie. Okay?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. That's God talking to me.